All right, people, we're back. We're doing one of my favorite terrain testing paths or routes. We're at Cal Lutheran Universidad, CLU, and it's got rocks, it's got dirt, it's got grass, it's got sand, hence multi-terrain testing. Okay. For those that have seen my other videos, Rams practice facility. Rams practice facility. Yep. Got kicked out of there a couple times. Like Paul Blart Malcott like came after me in his little golf cart. You can't be here! What are you doing? I was like, really, buddy? There's no freaking sign. You can't be yelling crap when there's no sign. Put a freaking sign up, I won't be here. Well, I'd still probably be there, but at least you'd have a leg to stand on, you know? Anywho, we're rocking some loose sand, dirt right here. We're rocking it like nobody's business. And we came to a dead something. Did we count it? All right, yeah, okay. We're just zipping around, people. This is just some new path we're creating. Seeing where it takes us. Seeing where we wind up. All right. All right. I'm in gear 3. Pedal assist 1. And we're just zip zooming. All right. Is that my favorite gravel parking lot coming up there? I think it is. That's a great place to test bikes. I don't know what the hell I just found, but all right, I guess we're just doing this, people. This is really like not a trail. I'm like creating one, you know? Not really off-road per se, but it's literally off-road because there's no freaking trail, so. All right. Okay, now we're on some hard-packed dirts and rock. This thing's handling pretty well. I've got grip, you know, even when I like swerve. Yeah, I definitely have some grip, people. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm like meandering. I've got grip. And I'm not really feeling the bumps that much, which is a nice benefit of these tires and the front suspension. One path connects to the next, connects to the next. It's a literal labyrinth of trails. Labyrinth. So yeah, when you're on moderate trails like this, even if you encounter rocks and dirt and, you know, little divots and, you know, tree branches and stuff, you're good to go. This thing's got you covered. You know, you're definitely like gonna eat it up the terrain. But you start going to some aggressive crap like I just went on, 4 up in the hills up here, and it's like, damn, not really what this thing was intended for. Especially since you got to keep in mind, and you probably don't notice this in the video, but this bike has really narrow handlebars. As far as handlebars go, they're really narrow, so you don't have a lot of stability in terms of like going off serious off-road, you know. Light trails, no problem. Serious off-road, not so much. So now we are simply cruising. Just zipping along, seeing we'll be fine. Going over some speed bumps, doo-dah-doo-dah. Going over an exciting little bridge here. Alright. Going over the highway, very cool. Alright. Not going down steps. One thing I learned about bikes from one of my commenters, and I appreciate it. Shout out to that individual. When you go down a bump or a curb or something on a bike with a derailleur, that's the here, I'll just show you what it is. I don't even know how to explain it. This is the derailleur. This thing right here, right? That thing. When you have that and you go down curbs and bumps and stuff, it's based on some springs, and the springs, you know, make the thing bounce up and down a little bit. And so you hear like the rattling of the chain, but it's really not necessarily the chain, it's more that, you know, and the chain impact that has on it. So I always thought it meant that my bike had like a loose chain. It's not. It's just that the derailleur is kind of rebounding, if you will. So now I know. I did not know that, but now I do. All right, a little grass for you here. Handling the grass really nicely. Didn't really feel much, and it pulled me right through. Okay. All right. Do a little back road in here. We'll take you to my favorite volleyball court, sand volleyball court, where you find some sand that we can go through. Now, keep in mind, I have my tires pumped up as high as they can go, basically, or as high as they're supposed to go, which I believe is 20 psi. I might even have them at 25. So, oh, we got some people. Really? Are they gonna ruin my freaking thing? Yeah, they are. See, I'm not gonna go through the sand when they're right there. That just sucks. Just know that this would have handled the sand like a champ. I have no doubts. We'll circle back in a few minutes after they leave. Show you my favorite tiny house. Ready? Check this out. No idea what it's doing here. It makes no sense. I don't know who lives there. Maybe that's where they make the dean live. I don't know. Isn't that a cool little house right there? See that? That's something. It's got like a witch's brew pot on top and stuff. I don't know. I love it. My favorite little tiny house. Anyhow. Skateboarders. Cool thing about COVID, if there is anything, it's this. It's that there aren't that many students in campuses, so you can zip zoom and nobody will get in your way, you know what I mean? I think I gotta tighten my brakes on this thing. I tell you, when you get a freaking bike, an e-bike, it's hard to get places like just regular bike shops to work on it, because they consider it, you know, impossible to put into their bike stand because it's too big and whatnot, and too heavy. So they don't work on them. You have to find an electric bike shop, which is very hard to come by, or go to the actual manufacturer or dealer themselves, which is oftentimes far away. So you find yourself having to like figure crap out on your own. So my Super 73, which is very complex, I had to take the whole freaking rear wheel off and then put it back on when I got the new one. I've had to adjust derailleurs with the high and the low screws. I've had to obviously change tires. I've had to fix brakes. Just on and on. You learn all kinds of crap you didn't want to learn, but you have to learn, you know? Are these people seriously still here? This is starting to piss me off, people. You can't just hang out in one spot. You gotta move on. All right, here we go. They're moving. See? They're moving. All right. Gotta go back. Anyway, you find yourself doing a lot of stuff you didn't think you would have to do or never wanted to do. And a lot of it has to do with just finding videos that explain how to do crap on your bike, you know? All right, again, 25 PSI. Bike's not meant for sand, but we're gonna do it anyway, okay? Let's see if I can just go right through it. See? Not bad, look at that, people. You see that? No problem, literally no problem. That's something. Damn. That's what fat tires will get you. They get you traction, people. Track. All right. So yeah, anyway, the reason I was saying that about the brakes is I gotta tighten these brakes. I mean, they're really loose. Feels like they need to be bled, but literally this thing has 77 miles on it. There's no way the brakes need to be bled. I gotta figure out what's going on. Because you gotta, look, I'm squeezing it that far and they're still not engaged. Now they're engaged, look at that. That's crazy. Anyway, that's gonna do it, people. Appreciate you watching. God bless, peace out.